Holy moly, it's episode 52, and welcome to Sports Life Talk South with Dresses and Salted Pretzels and MIZZ Mizz El Paso.
Buenos días, buenas noches.
I want you to sway with me. Sway with me.
What are we swaying about?
Sway with me. Stay with me. Holy moly. 52 weeks plus 2. Because we had 50 and I already celebrated a year. But now it's official.
52 weeks plus 2. 52. Now it's official.
What's up, Katie? Damn it. Thank you for being number one in our hearts and first on the chat and across the pond. I know our friend from across the pond is ready to get into some football.
I'm ready to get into some football.
Well, before we begin our football conversation, because there's a lot to talk about, what are we drinking tonight, ladies?
I need a little Jesus in my life.
Jesus water.
So I got Jesus water.
I knew it.
I have Jesus water too.
What are you drinking, Brittany?
Also Jesus water.
Also Jesus wine.
Oh, yes. The authentic.
Yeah,
Jesus
he turned
water.
He turned mine into Brittany's.
Right, correct.
And then after that, somebody from New Orleans changed it up a little bit and got a little bit of daiquiri. Can't really see it, but
oh, dang.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from yesterday. I didn't finish it, and so I brought it home.
That is legit.
Yeah, no, it's from Voodoo Queen.
Wow, I love it. I love it. What's up, soldier? Hey, I want to address a message that we just received on the chat real quick, if you don't mind. Across the pond said, can we just cancel the Cowboy season? And yes, absolutely we can. And you know why?
Because they suck.
The Queen's Ransom, our fantasy league that we're doing together, we had Dak as a quarterback and Zeke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys lost us our first week on fantasy.
Yep.
I need to get on that platform and check our roster and start picking up some free agents because I luckily for the other league that I'm in, I actually scored the most points this week. So I got $20.
Good. I scored the second most on Sports Life Talk. And we will wait for Eric to come on because he and I played week 1.
Oh, nice.
It's called Beat the Bookie, and I did it.
Nice.
I like that. I like that.
Brittany, are you, other than the one that we're all three in, are you on? No.
Nope.
You said
Not
no.
this year. Not this year.
I get it. I mean, we're going to be rolling pretty quickly. I think this is because we're going to save a lot of the conversation for some of these games that just passed by. So, all right, let's get quick to it and do back check against the glass. And this time, it is labeled the craziest post-game celebration. So, I'll go first, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
All right, great. So, imagine this. Stanford and Cal Berkeley playing the game, right? On November 20th, 1982. Cal Berkeley. Are we both the same?
I wasn't alive yet.
Did we pick the same one?
What date? No. What date in 1982?
November 20th.
I was alive.
I was alive as well.
Brittany was almost alive.
Almost.
Brittany was almost there. Yeah, no, I totally was alive. Probably chowing down on some turkey. So the Cal Berkeley Bears pulled off an improbable last-second victory over Stanford, completing 5 lateral passes around the Cardinal marching band. So imagine this: the Cal Berkeley Bears they snap the ball, they toss it to one dude, then they toss it to the next dude, then they toss it to the next dude, like 6 of them, right? And then one guy finally just takes it all the way in. As he's taking it in, the band is on the field. And then he like hits the dude that was playing the saxophone or the trumpet. He falls to the floor. Doesn't matter because they win 25-20. It was, I actually watched the YouTube of it because I don't remember it because I was too young. But I watched the YouTube and it's actually pretty good to watch. I watched it a couple of times.
It's an epic down in history celebration that shouldn't have been.
Well, the Stanford band should have never been on the
right.
field. Yeah, absolutely not. But it was good.
What's up, Coach? Producer in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, and yes. All right. I think I want to go last.
Okay, I'll go. So mine is sort of like a fail at not winning when you think you've won post game, but not actually post game. So Evan McPherson had this moment when he was playing for the Bengals. He was a kicker, and he started celebrating the game-winning 49-yard field goal that looked to be good. However, it hit the flag on the outside left upright and did not go in. So they ended up losing. So he had a early celebration that made him lose.
You both had early celebrations. Those are the most embarrassing.
Yes. That's gotta suck. You're like, yes, I just won it for my team. Nope.
Try again.
It sucks if you're a fan of that team. It doesn't suck if you're on the opposite side. Yeah. Then you're like, yeah, you guys suck even more. This is embarrassing.
And then you control that fandom for life, basically for life.
Yeah, it becomes embedded in your mind for free.
And they lost to the Packers in overtime, so it sucks.
So, well, F Green Bay, you already know.
Exactly. So that super sucks.
And double F Green Bay this last weekend. Okay, sorry. The go Vikings. All right, real quick. You guys know that I always go for shock value, and so this is going to be a little bit of a poll for the people on the comments, and maybe we'll post this up on Instagram later. But I'd like to know which you guys think is more disgusting. Is a shoey in Formula One? You know what a shoey is?
Yep.
Ms. El Paso, do you know?
Where you drink out the shoe, right?
Yes. Yeah. So if they win the race, they pour champagne in their shoe and they drink out of their shoe that they've been in the car for hours wearing, sweating, and super disgusting.
I have to tell you my story about a shoey.
Oh, okay. Well, hold just a second. Okay. Or is BJ Penn licking the blood off of his glove after his win against Joe Stevenson?
Was it his own blood?
His own blood in celebration.
The shoey.
I'm gonna go with the blood.
Which is more disgusting? You're going to go with the blood. Buckeye Britt's going with the shoey. KD just said, ew. Like, no answer. We're just not even going to go there.
Ew.
Gross.
And it's not because of the blood. It's more because of the glove. Like, the glove is nasty. Like, that's gross.
So that's, okay. Now I'm going to get real gross. Like, I mean, how many people have a cut on their finger and then they suck the blood off of the cut on their finger?
For sure. Done it.
Definitely done that, right? I'll be the first to say, like, I've definitely done that. Mm-hmm. But you're right. The glove that's been on the other guy's face and all of his sweat, and then plus the blood on top. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the blood on the glove maybe too. But
we got outvoted.
Yeah, we're definitely people are saying the shoey is more gross.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the shoey wins, the most disgusting. But those are some post-game celebrations that have happened. And Jake Paul did try to copy BJ Penn and do the same thing. He licked his glove. And BJ Penn had a response that was, "Don't even copy me again, you effing P word that I don't like."
Wow. Well, that is a very interesting fact, sports fact, and about celebrations. Because you know who didn't celebrate this weekend? The Texans. We did not celebrate this weekend because we ended up in a tie with the Colts, 20-20. The punt that everyone wanted to know, why did it happen? So
no lie, I forgot there could be a tie in football.
no, I had to go back and Google and was like, how does a tie happen? Like, I thought we just kept going until somebody made a point.
Are we on a sports podcast? Because during that game, I was like, wait, it's over? There's a tie? I thought it was only soccer.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that said something about tying in football is like kissing your stepsister with trench mouth or something like that. So like horrible.
Well, Lovey came out and said, you guys want to know why we punted? Because I didn't believe that our team could actually make some points and win. So what was the safest thing was just to go ahead and say, it's okay. We'll just leave it as a tie. It's better than a loss. And I'm like, you don't even have that much faith in our team that you're just like, yeah, go ahead and just concede. Like, we're good. Thanks. We'll just punt. That's it. Thank you.
Well,
That's like your dad telling you that they're disappointed in you, and like that's like hurts the worst. You're like, oh.
I love Lovie Smith, and I love saying that I love Lovie Smith because that also gives me joy. And I wish he was still the Bears coach. But I mean, I would have punted too.
You would have played it safe?
Yeah, absolutely. With the Texans, 100%. I totally agree with Lovie Smith with that comment. But the Texans they've been surprising, man. And I will tell you, I had major sensory overload when those games were going on because all of those games were 1 point or the Bears were winning. And then suddenly it's like New Orleans Falcons and it's Texans Colts. And it's just, there's all these TVs going on. And I had no clue which game to watch.
Yeah.
I just kept going back and forth. I'm like, wait, there's only 30 seconds left on this game. There's only 5 seconds left on this game. And it was major sensory overload for me. But the Bears pulled out the win before those ended. So I did get to see the rest of those games.
Well, Katie, damn it. He said that he knew that they were going to lose. He shouldn't have known that they were going to lose. We were coming in hot in the beginning of the game. And then we just said, you know what? It's fourth quarter. I'm good. This is good practice. This is a good warm up. I'm done. Done playing. But let's talk about the Bears game. What were your thoughts, Elena? Because you called it.
The Bears. Speaking of nobody thinking that someone's going to win the game, nobody thought the Bears were going to beat the 49ers. And what a rainy downpour of a flood field mess that was. It's super entertaining to watch. And I was like, it rains all the time in San Francisco too. So the 49ers should have been more prepared than the Chicago Bears for this type of weather. But monsoon game, yes, abso-freaking-lutely. It was so exciting to watch. I had zero expectations. And so you're even more, it's like when somebody tells you that a movie is bad and then you go to the movie and you're like, well, it actually wasn't that terrible because your expectation was that the movie was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
That's how this was for me, which is why Buckeye Brett and I are sporting the team for the win, the W right now. And Katie, damn it, speaking of the Cowboys and across the pond, I was going to go to the Bears Cowboys game in Dallas, and I went ahead and crossed that one off the list.
It's no longer viable.
There's really no point to go now that Dak's been hurt, and I'm not paying the price of the ticket that they're commanding. I mean, let me tell you, forget about the suites. We already know that you can get a $20,000 suite, 20 people, $1,000 a person. Club is running $1,500 a seat for that game at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, totally not worth it.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. What else was not worth it was seeing the Raiders lose to the Chargers. This is why I'm wearing black, because I'm still in mourning. Also, still supporting my Raiders. I just don't, it was hard. It was hard to watch. But I'm gonna skip over and move on to another team.
Real quick, sorry. Nobody tells Soldier. Shh.
Right.
I won my fantasy matchup because of the Chargers.
You did. I know, but you kind of called it during last week. You said I'm going to go with the Raiders because they're my second favorite team, but you are very hesitant.
Yes. So I didn't call it. But
no, you didn't. But you wanted to.
My fantasy team spoke for it, even though I didn't say it. So yeah, don't tell. I don't know if Soldier's still on the chat, but don't tell him.
All right, we won't. We'll tell him that Misty is also wearing black because the Saints won against the Falcons, and what a game!
Another good game.
Wow, Michael Thomas, that's your boy, Britt.
That's
Buckeye,
my boy.
Ohio State, 5 of 8, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. Freaking unbelievable. And again, that was one where I caught the end of the game because it was the same time as the Bears and the sensory overload. But
I mean, basically the Saints is like a little mini Ohio State team.
Yes, which is why you cheer for this Saints.
Yes, I love them.
Well, I saw a great meme that said that the Saints now own the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and I thought that was hilarious. And the other thing too, and this is going into celebrity gossip just a little bit, but Rotmi, I don't know if you guys know who Rotmi is, Rotmi, I might be pronouncing his name wrong. Anyhow, he was in Power, and now he's a singer. He sings a lot of good songs. He sang one of the, I guess you can say the season song for Atlanta Falcons. Okay. That was so horrible that everybody was like, this is why we lost. You couldn't get Little Baby or T.I. or anybody, Outkast. They're like, nobody else was able to sing the song for the Falcons this season. Like, we got Rotmi, he's not even from Atlanta. And so he made a little bit of a joke on it on Instagram. If you go and check him out, Rotmi is his name.
Rotmi. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. And Katie, damn it, man, you're right. He is back from 2018 to 2022. Woof. Michael Thomas.
Love him. I don't, but I love the team, but I don't love the person.
Hey, I mean, I give props to. It's like me complimenting Aaron Rodgers, except for I won't.
Exactly, like it's nothing like that at all.
I was like, wait, where's she going with this? Because she's not going to do it.
He looked like trash this weekend, and I was so happy.
All right, let's move quickly over to college football. So, Notre Dame, Ohio State.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. We weren't on last week.
Oh, yeah, we weren't on last week. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Notre Dame at all because forget about Ohio State. I thought we had a great showing against Ohio State. And then this past weekend happened with a team called Marshall.
Yeah, that was where I was going to lead into because I was like, ooh.
And we can talk about Texas A&M too if we want to loop in that. And the fact that Notre Dame's now fallen off of the top 25 because of that loss when they truly had a good showing against Ohio State because we thought it was going to be somewhat of a bloodbath against Ohio State. And they held their own better than I thought that they were going to. And we talked about that. We all called the Buckeyes for that win. Oof. That's it. Moving on.
Yeah. So what I liked about the Texas A&M Appalachian State game was after
everything.
The what?
And Brittany said everything.
I loved it.
What I loved the most was just the post celebration of the students. I don't know if you saw that video of the students coming in the middle of the street and just like celebrating. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. What was not pretty cool, and my heart was kind of hurt, even though like I don't care for either team, was the Texas-Alabama game. Ooh. It's like that defense just kind of crumbled right at the minute, like 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. If they would have held them back, If that defense was just held them back, they could have won that game. But they didn't.
I cannot wait to hear what Etoft 21 Sports has to say about these college and NFL games.
Yeah.
Especially his fantasy football team.
Well, okay, so there's just 2 more games I wanted to mention. Obviously, Michigan State, who beat Akron 52-0. I hate when we beat a team to 0 because I always feel bad for them, but oh well, they lost. So okay,
tell everyone about Michigan State this weekend.
Yes, well, one more game, LSU versus Southern. Ooh. That was one of the biggest games for a lot of my friends who went to Baton Rouge to watch it. They said it was epic. The energy was there. It was a great game. And I wish I would have gone to that one, but definitely was not going to drive out there.
Holy moly. I was thinking about the week 1, actually, when you said that.
Me too. Florida State lost.
Yeah, I went to week 1. I'm like, oh, holy moly and oof is the word of the two.
But really quickly, Elena just kind of punted it over. We are going to Seattle to watch Michigan State versus University of Washington. As you guys may have not known, but my godson plays for University of Washington. So I will be there to boo him and the team. All I hope is that he doesn't get hurt. That is just my prayer, is that he doesn't get hurt, that he has a good game, but that he loses, and so does his team.
That he gets absolutely demolished, but he doesn't.
What's up, everyone? Hammer is in the house. Hammer's house on the chat. Salute to you, Hammer. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone, make sure you go check out Across the Pond and Hammer's House on YouTube. Subscribe and follow. They're both our homies. And Hammer is the reason that Sports Live Talk has hit over that 1,000 sub mark. So thank you so much to Hammer and Raider Nation.
Oh, and I forgot to mention this NFL game right here that I, so nicely quoted. But the Denver Broncos, why would you do a 64-yard field goal when you have a $296 million quarterback sitting on the side who practices this whole routine? Why would you do that? But you know what? It doesn't matter because I hate the Broncos and I'm already calling it like I did a couple weeks ago. I don't think they're going to do well. So let's go to ET, Eric of Sports. Sorry, I did that all wrong.
What up, Eric? I'm so excited to talk to Eric tonight.
Yes.
What's up?
Hi, friend.
There he is.
What's up, guys?
So what are your thoughts about this week's? Well,
are you wearing a tutu or anything?
No,
Eric?
No. You embarrassed me. You beat me fair and square.
I thought maybe you'd show up with like a bra on the outside of your t-shirt.
No. We didn't have any bet. I asked you to bet and you said no. So
well, I couldn't think of one. I am not good at thinking of bets. For as childish and, like I said, in the gutter as I am, that's not my strong suit, thinking of bets. It's always like you have to run around the block naked. Like that's my go-to bet.
That's your go-to bet. Yeah, and just to answer Misty's question, that dude has never called plays in the NFL before. He is like insanely over his head. He has never called plays in the NFL before. He has no idea what he's doing. So yeah, the Broncos are going to be bad this year.
Can you believe the Bears beat the 49ers?
The 49ers have one returning offensive lineman. Trey Lance can't throw, and Eli Mitchell got hurt.
Yeah, but you did not call that game.
You know what? I actually did on my little pregame show I do. Like me, Gino, and Kyle do like a pregame show. I think it's at like 10 o'clock Central Time on Sunday mornings.
Oh, okay. I missed that one because the first one that when we were doing the preview, you didn't call that one, I didn't think.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be a monsoon, and yeah, there's some other stuff. But I mean, it wasn't like Okay, Bears won. Props to them. They weren't. So I got 2 bets. The first bet is I'm going to take the Eagles at anything -3, -3 or less. It wasn't -2. Now it's at like -1.5. The Vikings are getting a lot of love, which is kind of comical to me. They beat the Packers team that was without their best wide receiver in Allen Lazard and without their 2 starting tackles. The game kind of just got off kilter. The Eagles have one of the best rushing attacks, if not the best rushing attack in the league. And the Packers, who were missing their 2 best tackles, had 111 rushing yards and 18 attempts. Eagles are going to be able to run all over them. Kirk Cousins is 19% against the spread on Monday Night Football, and he's 0-6 ATS against the spread as a dog in Monday Night Football. So I think the Eagles are going to be able to cover anything less than a field goal on Monday night. Next one is I'm going to take UTSA, which is in college, plus 12.5, whatever it is, against Texas. Teams following playing Alabama, because Alabama is such a physical team, are 46% ATS. This is kind of a flat spot for Texas because they just play their Super Bowl against Alabama. They open up the Big 12 season on deck. And, the UTSA is pretty good. They have a quarterback that's going to play in the league. Texas is down to their backup quarterback who hurt his leg, so God only knows what he's going to be able to do. Plus, let's face it, he's not that good. So I like UTSA plus the 12.5.
Okay.
I like these. And how many more bets are you going to have tonight on your show?
Tonight on my show, we're going to do a week 1 recap. And then I'm going to give out the Eagles on my show and then 2 more. And then the guy who's the guest, Gino, who's the guest, he's going to give out 3. So there'll be 6 total bets, 1 that you already heard.
Okay, cool. Love it. Thank you.
Are there going to be any allegedly stories?
You know what? I don't think so. I found out I'm next to a supper club. I'm going to a supper club over the weekend, which I'm like way too excited about. And I have no idea. I have no idea what a supper club is. So
you can text us your outfit and we'll let you know what to wear.
I was gonna wear gray sweats, sandals, this hat, and a white t-shirt.
That's Brittany's like regular.
And I was gonna see what happens. Like that's what I'm gonna roll in with. So
I'm so here for that.
That's like my go-to outfit.
Well, the ladies love the gray sweats. That's a thing.
I wear mine like LL, where I have like both pant legs up to the knee, though.
No, but LL is one pant leg up and one down. So you gotta.
I wear two.
Hammer's house is really not agreeing with your.
I'm not saying they're gonna beat them, but I'm saying they're gonna be within the point spread.
Right. Yes.
So, I'm not saying they're gonna beat them.
Okay, celebrity gossip really quickly. PNB Rock, who is a hip hop artist, just recently passed away in LA in a shooting at a Roscoe's Waffle House. It was really unfortunate. We've had a lot of these shootings happen, and one of the things that is coming out of all the hip hop celebrities' mouths is that people need to stop sharing their locations. You're posting that you got this money, you got all this fancy cars, you have jewelry, and you're doing the most, and you're posting where you're at. You're just asking for someone to just come and take it all from you. So, and I think that message actually transcends to everybody. Stop posting your location while you're there, because if you're posting that you have $1,000 and you're at the 7-Eleven on around the corner, like somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, here goes the 7-Eleven. Let me just go get $1,000.
Let me get a grand and a Slurpee."
Exactly. And Kim is 100% right. Post after you've left. Just wait till after you left. So my celebrity gossip is just that was that.
That's rest in peace, first of all, but that's very good note for me. I will take heed of that.
Yes. Absolutely.
We all know I'm a real-time poster.
That's because I think for you're like, and come join the fun if you're around here.
And then they're like, she's not home. Let's go rob her.
Right. She just posted that she's here. As I just kind of announced where we're going this weekend. Okay.
Don't worry. I got somebody at my house just in case the robbers are watching.
And I do live in a hood and everybody watches here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I got some people looking out. So I'm okay.
I thought you were going to have how Tyreek Hill slid in Jake Paul's girlfriend's DM as your celebrity gossip.
What?
Yeah, like Tyreek Hill slid in whoever Jake Paul's girlfriend's DMs.
And we talked about Jake Paul earlier too.
Yeah, I heard that. So I thought that was like the build.
No, I didn't even hear that. That's how behind I am. What's the story on that? Well, real quick before we leave. That was it?
That's all I got.
I got 2 announcements.
Okay.
I got a player's anthem. So our player's anthem for this evening is Lucchini, aka This Is It Boy by Camp Low, because all those players earned that money this weekend with week 1 of NFL football, with all those close scoring games. And plus, I just have been jamming that song all last week for some reason, like on repeat. So that is your player anthem for this evening. And then I would also like everyone to please check out Circle Chair Sessions on YouTube. I just released the 3rd installment of our very first inaugural session. And I'm not going to tell you too much about Circle Chair Sessions because I want you to go check it out yourself. Circle Chair Sessions on YouTube. It is my page. I better see a bunch of subscribers after the show tonight. And thank you for everyone that continues to support me and my passion projects.
You said passion projects. Girl, that's more than a passion project. That is that's career goals, like a career path. I'm here for it.
I need the subscribers. I need Hammer. I need Hammer to be like, go to YouTube Circle Chair Sessions.
There you go. All right. And then tonight we can see Eric at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Central. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Correct. All right. And any
late.
other announcements?
I won't be here next week.
Oh, yeah. Brittany won't be here next week. She's on PTO.
PTO, make sure you follow Dresses and Salted Pretzels, Mizz El Paso, ETOF21 Sports, at Sports Life Talk. Subscribe. Tell your cousins, lovers, friends, son. That means everybody. And rock with Eric tonight, rock with us next week, and rock with Sports Life Talk tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. And we love you guys. Holy moly.
Adios.